Well, whether we like it or not, AI has arrived on campus and it's here to stay. So in this video, I am sharing 5 Chat GPT shortcuts that will reduce your college workload without violating those academic integrity policies. And be sure to stick around to the end where I share a little icing on the cake bonus trick. Now, these non-cheating shortcuts should be allowed in most cases, but of course, it's your responsibility to know the AI use rules that your prof or your campus have laid out. AI shortcut number 1, topic idea generator. So let's say you're taking an abnormal psych class and you have to write a term paper on any topic related to abnormal psychology. Have no idea where to start? Well, ask Chat GPT for topic ideas. This is a great way to help get those juices flowing and jumpstart progress on your paper. And look at that. We now have 10 specific relevant topics that fully fit the assignment and give you a direction to go with your paper. Next, it's your job to pick your favorite. What are you most interested in? Or which do you think would be the most meaningful to investigate? And if you don't like any of the 10, just hit that regenerate response button to have ChatGPT pop out 10 more. AI shortcut number 2 is outline generator. Now, the outline that a chatbot puts out will be as broad or as narrow as your prompt makes it. So if you simply prompt ADHD in adulthood, for example, you'll get something like this. Not too interesting and reading more like an encyclopedia than a thoughtful college writing assignment. But broad outlines like this can help us narrow things down. We might decide we want to focus on symptoms or causes or impact and stigma. So let's say that we decide to focus our paper on that last piece, stigma and misperceptions of ADHD in adulthood. If we then ask for an outline on that more narrow topic, we get something a bit more helpful, although it's still more comprehensive than is usually needed for a college paper. So this is where you and your brain come in. Consider the specifics of the assignment and which of these pieces make sense to include in the paper and which should be left out. Also think about what may be missing from this outline that needs to be added. Maybe the prof talked about something specific in class, or there was a certain theory that she wants you to discuss. Basically, you use AI to generate an initial outline so you have something to work with and an idea of what you need to cover, and then you do your own thinking to adjust it as you need to. AI shortcut number 3, reference finder. Now, as a psych prof who assigns lots of reference-heavy paper assignments, I personally think this one is one of the most helpful. Having AI generate an initial list of potential references with full citation information. So continuing our ADHD in adulthood example, we can ask for 10 peer-reviewed scholarly resources on that topic. And voila, we have a start on a reference list. But what if we actually need references for a more narrow topic, or maybe to support a specific statement that we have in our paper? We simply constrain the prompt accordingly. And since sometimes assignments require more recent references, we can even constrain by year like this. It's basically an up-leveled database search. Now, not all of these will be relevant for our paper, and it's important that we then go find and read these articles so that we know how to incorporate them in our paper accurately. But ChatGPT just got the ball rolling and saved us that start from scratch step. And one more thing, if you are copying and pasting any of the references, just be sure they are in the right format. And yes, you can ask ChatGPT to reformat them into any standard format. Just be sure to still double check it. So for example, you'd still need to italicize these journal titles in APA format. And a bonus here, in APA format, you even get the DOI link to the article. Talk about a score. AI shortcut number 4, speech to text editor. I often recommend speech to text as a helpful writing tool for students who struggle with staring at that blank page. In the olden days, you would then have to manually edit the result since we do speak differently than we write. But now you can just ask Chat GPT to edit and adjust your speech to text output so that it works for a written paper. And since the AI isn't creating the paper, it's simply tweaking your own words, your own thinking, this won't violate the rules on most campuses. Again, just double check to make sure. Now, you still want to review the output here. I noticed that when I did this, there were a few key pieces of my transcript that were left out of the written output, and there were also some points where it was too vague, which I would then go in and expand on before counting this as a finished product. This step would also be where you would incorporate any references that you need to make sure you put in your paper. AI shortcut number 5, title generator. So, like it or not, AI is often able to generate titles that are more interesting and descriptive than what we'd come up with on our own. In this example, I asked Chat GPT to give me a compelling title for the speech-to-text paper I just had it revise. I then asked it to give me 4 more title ideas, so I had a few to choose from, assuming it would know what I was referring to, but clearly, based on these results, it didn't. For some reason, it output titles for a memory paper. Who knows why, but again, AI is fallible, and it's our jobs as the thinking humans to use it with our brains online. Now, once I got a bit more specific, I have a few more title options to work with. And a bonus here, if you have a rough topic idea and ask for title ideas at the beginning, this can even be a way to decide on your more narrow paper topic. Like, ooh, I really like this title on the hidden cost of success. I want to write my paper on that. And finally, I did promise a bit of icing on the cake. One thing that can add a bit of flavor to your paper is a compelling, relevant quote. Now, yes, you can Google this, but often quote sites are really spammy and tough to navigate. So by simply asking AI to generate quotes on your topic, in this example, mental health, you can quickly have a few options to add a bit of oomph to your paper. Just be sure to double check the accuracy of the quote and who said it before putting it in your paper. Now, if you're in the midst of college paper season, you may be pulling a few all-nighters. If that's you, definitely check out this video right up here, where I walk you through a science-backed strategy to make the most of those overnight hours. I'll see you over there.